So in this video, I'm just gonna chat with you guys while I get ready. Get ready with me.
1, 2, 3.
Not a freaking makeup guru. I don't really even ever do my makeup. So you're gonna see my sad makeup routine. Like, we're afraid to get on social media and like be as raw because we're afraid that people aren't gonna like us. But it's like, I want to show people who I am on social media so you know or not if you're gonna like me in person, because like there's no point of us attempting to be friends if you already know how I am and you just happen not to like it, or you don't like what I do. I've also come to the realization that I don't want everyone to like me. I feel like if everybody likes you, like, you must be doing something wrong. Barely anybody liked Jesus. Not that I'm a Christian or anything, but Jesus is a amazing man. My concealer is running out. Yeah, like we're doing, if everybody likes you, then you're probably not being your most authentic self, you know? Because like, not everyone is gonna like you. I don't want some people to like me. If you're a scumtard, I don't want you to like me, you know? If you're a bad person, you don't need to like me because I don't want you around me. So that is a realization that I have come to. And I've come to the realization that also I can get on the camera like this in my most bare self and like just send it, because again, this is my most natural state. If you're not gonna like me in my most natural state, like, you're probably just not gonna like me at all, and that's okay. So like, I wanted to talk about that and my, you know, experience with my fear of rejection. It has been literally crippling, and you would probably never guess that that would be me. Like, I would have a fear of rejection. And I probably should have done my concealer first. I do like this, and like, I'm a Leo, but I feel like maybe not all, and I'll speak for myself, but like, if you are a Leo or you have a Leo friend, like, I feel like as a Leo, like someone who, like, people say they want to be in the spotlight a lot, the other end of that spectrum is being like afraid that you're like not good enough for that spot, and afraid mostly that people are like overly analyzing you. Like, this is a problem I have, and my boyfriend's always like, bro, why do you think people are always looking at you? Why do you think people, and it sounds so conceited, it really does sound so arrogant, but it's so true. Like, I'm so self-conscious that someone's always like in my brain, like in my ass, like just like critiquing everything I have going on. I struggled with that for a while. 4 years later, 5 years later almost, and I've decided that that's no longer the story. I decided that I don't want to live a life where I'm not being authentic to myself. It just does nothing for me besides bring me further away from myself. And like I said, if I was doing it to impress other people, what people was I really gonna be around? Like, if you're not being your most authentic self and you're wondering why you don't like your friendships, you don't like your relationships, your opportunities and manifestations aren't coming in the way they're supposed to, chances are it's because they're a reflection of you, or a reflection of what you're trying to portray at that time, or the level of awareness that you have. And you're not supposed to be vibrationally compatible with them. I would love a makeup guru friend. That'd be great for me. I'm trying to step more into my femininity, y'all. It's been a long time coming. First of all, I don't have a lot of feminine influence in my life currently. Holy frick. Okay, and I'm also only using concealer. Please don't chew me up, bro. Trust the process. trust the process. But yeah, so I don't have a lot of feminine influence currently in my life. Like, I have my friends and stuff, obviously, but like, even when I did have women around me often, none of them really were in tune or tapped into their feminine energy, neither physically, like they never did their hair often, they never did their makeup often, and then most importantly, energetically, they didn't know how to receive, they never were like in their soft girl energy, they never were willing to be submissive, and you know, that causes such an imbalance. So aside from the reason it looks like I just painted my face with clown paint, it really doesn't look like that bad outside of this light, but God, at least I need to remember this if I'm gonna be under the lights. Pay somebody to do my makeup then. Anyways, back to what I was saying. When you're not in your, like, if you don't have a balance of feminine and masculine energy, your life is bound to be imbalanced. Women, sometimes we tend to need more feminine energy, and I literally had almost none. Like, I was just always in survival mode. And like always trying to, you know, be in control. Shit, now I want to be dominated, but obviously not by any man. And I feel like I'm getting off on that topic, so we can talk about that another time, I guess, Jada. Feeling rejected is like one of the worst feelings in the world, if we're being honest, right? Like, until you get to a certain point in your life where you're like, I really don't need outside validation, and I understand that rejection is redirection. But when, like, even if you know that, like, if you know that principle and you're like, okay, that's probably true, like, rejection is just redirection, it still fully hurts, like, at least if it's just for a little bit, like, in that moment. You feel like people reject you and they don't want to give you a chance to, like, they don't want to, like, hear you out, give you a chance to, like, you know, express yourself or be yourself, or if they just don't like what you have going on, it's like, you don't like me. At least that's me, like, or how I've been for a while. Now it's kind of like getting to a point, like I said, if you don't like me, that's okay, I still love you. We're still here, like, on this earth together at the same time, so I still love you. I still love you because you're a person and you chose to come here and face all these challenges. I love you. But I understand that we're all so completely different aspects of the universe that I'm not bound to vibrate with you frequently or on the same frequency. Can we talk about the eye bags? Like, where am I down? Oh my goodness. I think Arbonne did send me eye masks. And gel eye masks. So we need to use some of those for sure. So being rejected is like difficult. And I feel like it's because everyone is a reflection of ourselves, and we are deeply connected to everybody, whether we realize it or not. We're all connected in a stream of consciousness. It's like science. We can talk physics about it. Maybe we can make a video about that. But we don't even realize sometimes, like, how deeply connected we are with other people. So like when they feel like, when it feels like they don't like us, it's like, whew, that hits diff. Like, it hits hard. Then you realize, and like I said, until you get to a point where you understand that someone rejecting you either means that you're not in alignment with them, or it just means that they're rejecting parts of themselves that you trigger in them, or you just reflect of them. So I guess I like have this, like, I guess rejection came up and I want to start talking about it because, like I said, I'm starting to be more authentic on social media. I also started my own Arbonne company, and, you know, like, to people who don't make money on their phones, or like they don't do network marketing, it's like, no, she's that girl. Because I'm like over here sharing a product and like trying to promote it. Oh, she's trying to make money off, like, yeah, Brody, I'm trying to make money. Like, aren't you doing the same thing when you post up that mid-arse marijuana? Okay then, like, No hate to your hustle, but you know what I'm saying? Like, people see that hustle, and this is a company that like really aligns with me and my beliefs. If you know me as a person, what I go to school as a holistic health practitioner, studying in Maharishi Ayurveda, and I'm a Reiki practitioner. I'm a tarot reader. Like, yes, I'm her. I'm one of them. So Arbonne like completely aligns with me and my values. So I love it. And so that's why I say rejection, because, you know, I started something new. I'm really getting out of my comfort zone with that, because like I know how it's perceived in the outside world. I guess the only reason for me that it's easier and I'm not getting so like, you know, like nervous or like set back by it is, one, like I said, I'm coming to terms with the fact that like if someone doesn't like me, like that's okay. Especially if they don't like me, because like I'm trying to create a better life for my family. I'm also trying to create a better environment for our city. Like I'm using Arbonne, one of my whys, like my most recent like short-term goal with my network marketing company is to open like a local dance center. Maybe we should all breathe together. 17 on the camera. So in my city, there is a lot of dance studios, but it's a lot of like ballet, contemporary dance. It's a lot of like dance for kids, how do I put this? Little girls who want to do dance, and little girls who tend to be of the Caucasian race. That's just from what I've seen and experienced. Like, there's nothing wrong with that necessarily, but the dance studio that I want to open, it's giving Honey vibes. If you've ever seen that movie, love that movie, love her, such a queen. But that's the kind of dance studio I want to open. Like, if you've seen videos go viral, and they're in certain cities, my city not so much, where dance studio you can definitely go to like take classes and learn from somebody, but at the same time it's more creative expression. It offers more opportunity in terms of a different type of dancing, non-disciplined dancing, you know, more hip-hop dancing, more rhythm, R&B, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, a lot of the dance studios here in my city, in my town, are very like contemporary, very ballet, and I feel like the people in my city need a creative outlet, and a lot of people in my city have rhythm, and a lot of people can dance, and I have that in me, which I'm also starting to dig up again. My inner child loved to dance, and admittedly it is mostly for her too. I know when helping my inner child, I'm going to help other people's inner child and their children. Not to get too much into this too much, but you know, like my inner child loved to dance. I was a great dancer, and I ended up, you know, as you go through life, you get older and you get jaded, you stop expressing yourself, you stop using creative outlets. So yeah, that's just one of the reasons for my network marketing thing, and that's why I talk about rejection. Some people would find it embarrassing to like put yourself out there as that girl, and maybe it is a little embarrassing, you know, at first, until you start getting a bag, not even chasing a bag, you know, until you start just receiving bag after bag after bag after bag after bag, you know, because it's passive income at a certain point, you know. I'm not trying to trade my time for money anymore. I feel like that's modern day slavery, personally, and that's just not for me. Like, maybe it's for some people, but not necessarily for me. I guess my message of this video is just like, if you have something you want to do and you're just scared of rejection, like, please just don't. Because, you know, if you're constantly thinking about what other people think of you, then you're not ever really living your life. You're not really ever living for you. Yeah, if I was always worried about what people were thinking of me or saying about me, I would literally never, I would be broke for life. I would be absolutely poor in mind, poor in heart, poor in pocket, poor in spirit. That's all I was thinking about. My consciousness is always placed in other people's hands. Maybe that's crazy. It's he's not gonna put more effort in for my life than he is for his, and as he should. No one else should either. Quite frankly, this is like a hard pill to swallow, but what other people think of you is not your business. Mind the business that is yours. Your thoughts and what you put your mind on has a tendency. So whatever you're focusing on, just remembering that that's what's coming out of you. That's also proven science as well. And the truth is, no one really cares that much. I promise. Like, how easy it is to go online and think that I control someone else's thoughts, or like I'm that important in someone else's world, that they're gonna sit there and criticize me on it. And if that is the case, oh my god, baby, I must be doing something right. I must be doing something right. Like, money follows attention, guys. Do you hear me? I can know that. Money follows attention. I think we're good. I think that's what we all can do. Actually, even better, we're gonna give it up to God, we're gonna give it up to the universe. Even better, let's do this. I am calling back all power to me that I extended beyond myself, that is in the possession of other people, places, events, or energies. I'm open to receiving all of my power and accepting all that is my potential and my potentiality. I'm ready to embrace all that I do, all that I have done, and all that I'm doing. I love you for being a great God. I love you with nobody else does. You're doing amazing, and I love you. I'm so proud of you for stepping out of your comfort zone. I'm so proud of you for taking this initiative and fully coming into the most beautiful, amazing woman ever. Watching this, I feel that way about myself, so I feel that way about you guys as well. So quick little makeup tutorial. See, it turned out way better. If you follow me on social media, if you're subscribed to me on YouTube, if you're watching this. I'm excited to create with y'all. Thanks for taking a chance on me. I love you guys so much, and I hope this video encouraged you in some way to do something that you've always wanted to do.